Hey Fighting Illini fans, it's Michelle Provenzano catching up with volleyball head coach Kevin Hambly after the Illini swept all three opponents in the Shocker Classic over the weekend. Coach, what was the weekend like for you guys through all three opponents, and what were some of your takeaways with how the team held up?
Well, I mean, it was a good tournament for us. I thought the competition was going to be good going into it, and it turns out it was. You know, I think Kentucky gave us everything we could handle in the first set, and had chances to win that set, and we've had to figure that out. And then I thought we started to play a lot better in the second two sets, and then ended up winning that 3-0. And then, you know, South Dakota State, it's a new coach, and they're trying to figure themselves out a little bit. And it was good. We got to play a bunch of players that we haven't been able to play very much. And then I thought Wichita State was going to be really tough. You know, they battled with, or I thought they were really tough. We played great, and the places that we played the best as far as the game defensively, I thought we did a really, really nice job this weekend. Wichita State really struggled to score. Kentucky really struggled to score. Offensively, we were a little shaky, which is good. We'll work on that. We really want to get better on defense this week, and that was our focus in practice. But I thought we also stated that out as we went along. We hit over 400 in our last two sets against Wichita State, which to me is one of the better defensive teams we've played so far. And I thought we played at a pretty high level in general.
And as far as the atmosphere goes, I know, it was supposed to be a huge turnout for the Wichita State match. How did it compare to maybe like the crowd you get here at Huff Hall?
Well, nothing's like here. I mean, it's a big arena. Koch Arena is it's big. I mean, it's 12,000, 13,000, something like that. And so I think they had somewhere around 3,000 fans, and they were loud and they were boisterous, and the music and all that stuff. And it was the first away match that we've had, so it was good for us to play in front of a crowd that's not rooting for us, or a non-existent crowd either. You know, we played in front of some crowds where no one's clapping for anybody except for our family and friends. And so it was nice to play an away match, but I thought we handled it great. I mean, these guys are used to playing in front of tougher crowds, in places like Wisconsin or Penn State or Minnesota. So I don't know, I thought we handled it just fine.
Well, obviously the players did handle it pretty well, especially having two players named to the all-tournament team at the end of it, and then Katie Static named tournament MVP. What were some of her contributions towards the weekend's competition?
We actually had three with Burks, Brady Donnelly both got all-tournament, and then Katie got MVP of that. So it's kind of they're all the all-tournament team, but her being the MVP, I thought she was the most consistent of all of our players. She blocked at a real high level. She's really developing into a great middle. Against Kentucky, she was the only kid that was really scoring for us, and we rode her. And then against Wichita State, she was great. She actually struggled a little bit against South Dakota State, which was interesting. But sometimes when you're changing setters, it makes it a little bit more difficult with the middles for the timing. But she was really good.
And then looking ahead, you guys are headed to Arizona over the weekend for the Red Lion Invitational. Have you really seen or heard about some of the competition you're going to be facing there?
Well, we just are getting the videos today, and we got some yesterday. We haven't had a chance to. Our guys are doing what they do, which is breaking them down and cutting them up and getting the numbers and all that stuff. So I haven't seen a second of it yet. I will in a few hours here start to watch it. But we saw Arizona State a couple years ago. It's a lot of the same players that they had before. They're really big. They're really physical. They're running a 6'2". They got one of the better outsides in the country in Macy Gardner. And so I think it'll be a good challenge, and it'll be a really good road match for us. UNLV, I used to coach there, so it'll be fun to play them. And I know we're very familiar with the Fredericks who coached there, or Cindy Fredericks, so they're not both the Fredericks, obviously. But anyway, they used to be at Iowa, so we know their system and their style. Don't know anything about their team yet. And then Texas Southern, I have never seen them, so we're trying to figure out a lot about them. And but all in all, it should be a really good tournament for us. And the schedule, this travel schedule and flying as far as we are, this will be the most challenging as far as distance and handling our fatigue and all of that. So we got to do a good job this week of being prepped and ready for that.
And being prepped, what are some of the improvements you would like to see the team make just going into the weekend?
Offensively, we need to pick some things up and get in a better rhythm. That'll be our main focus. As we go, obviously, we always focus on defense, and that's kind of what we hang our hat on. And we did a nice job last weekend, so we want to keep taking steps. We're really, I guess I could say that about everything, serving and passing. We're trying to take steps in all of it, but the big piece would be offensively. I'd just like to see us have a better rhythm.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And for more Illini sports coverage, visit fightingillini.com.